Today, the state of Texas addressed the U.S. Supreme Court asking to keep in place one of President Trump's signature immigration policies. The Biden administration tried to end the so-called Remain in Mexico program. It forces asylum seekers to wait for their U.S. court date outside the country. Texas and Missouri sued to keep the program. KENS 5 border reporter Anastasia Bolton explains what's at stake.
The state of Texas and the Biden administration took their fight over an immigration policy to the highest court in the land.
We're here to tell the court loud and clear that Remain in Mexico must end.
The Remain in Mexico program, also known as the Migrant Protection Protocol, requires asylum seekers from certain countries to wait for their American court hearings outside of the U.S. In Mexico, the International Organization for Migration has been providing humanitarian support and speaking against the policy.
It doesn't give an appropriate way for asylum seekers to be able to seek refugee status in the United States. And in addition to that, it returns individuals under the MPP to Mexico, which in and itself can put them in a pretty dangerous situation.
I really trust that we did the best we could today. And
the Attorney General for the state of Texas wants to keep the program in place, saying Border Patrol is overwhelmed.
They're having to manage hundreds of thousands of people crossing the border every month. What that means is those border agents are not protecting the borders the way they would against the importation of drugs. We know that the Trump administration successfully implemented this program.
Sending them back to an unknown country, back to sometimes very insecure environments. I would not say that is successful by any means. What the United States needs is the ability for these individuals to process their migratory status in a fair, transparent way.
The Supreme Court is expected to issue its decision this summer. Anastasia Bolton reporting.
Now to developments on another border policy. Some lawmakers are suggesting a new strategy to keep the Biden administration from winding down Title 42. That policy allows for the rapid deportation of asylum seekers before they have a hearing. Some Republican lawmakers are now calling for a Title 42 amendment to be added to any attempt to pass additional COVID-19 aid. Just yesterday, a Louisiana federal judge issued a temporary restraining order keeping the Biden administration from ending that policy. And it's not just Republicans who want that policy to stay.
With the health crisis, we can't take any more chance of people coming undocumented and unchecked.
The next hearing on the restraining order is set for May 13th. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is expected to address the issue when he testifies before Congress later this week.